Dear students, now we are going to discuss about how the beam forming in smart antenna system. How the beam forming in smart antenna. See here. So we need to understood what is beam forming in smart antenna system. It is very important concept. So by aligning this beam formings only, we can do the already we have discussed the two types that previously the types of smart antennas. So there we had discussed that adaptive array antenna. So it will be continuously tracks the user location. So based on that, we need to steer the beam also. So for that, this beam forming is very important. So in that, we have the three main concepts are the first thing is constructive interference, second thing is destructive interference, third thing is spatial filtering. So the first thing, we are aligning phases so waves add up in the direction of the user. So constructive, already you might know that whenever the waves will be add up, so then that means we called it as constructive. When you are adding two signals, the output of the signal you call it as constructive. The same thing only here also. Whenever you are aligning the phases, so that time the waves will be add up in the direction of the user. That means that is called as constructive interference. The second thing is destructive interference. That means while we are adjusting the phases, so the waves will be cancelled out in the direction of the interference. Simply we call it as nulling like that. So that is called as destructive interference. That means so already we discussed this two category constructive and destructive. So destructive means whenever you are adding the signal level strength will be get decreasing. Yes, so it's the same thing only here also, that adjust while you are adjusting the phases, the waves cancel out in the direction of the interference. So that is called as destructive interference. And the third thing is spatial filtering. So here we are separating the users based on their physical location rather than just frequency or time. So this is spatial filtering. So based on that only they are tracking your locations. So this is spatial filtering. So now we are going to discuss the diagrams in detail. So see here, the first category is constructive interference. So in that, see the desired user is here. So you are aligning the phase value by that the waves are add up in the direction of the user. So by that we are increasing the signal strength. So that to the desired user they receive the strong signal. So this is the constructive interference. The second thing is destructive interference. So here the nullifying means you are adjusting phase signal by that you are cancel out the direction of the interference. Now see here they are receiving no signal. So you are adjusting phase value, it will be automatically cancel out the direction of interference. So the next thing is the spatial filtering. So you may understood that. So your location will be tracked and they are classifying based on your physical location. So by that we can easily know who needs the signals now. So based on that, we can do the two things: constructive interference and the destructive things. So for constructive interference, it providing the strong signal, and destructive thing you are doing nullifying. So these are the two main concepts involving in the beam forming network. And the next thing is direction of estimation. So the problem, the system must know where the user is. So by that we need to measure the time delay of the signal arriving at each antenna element. So for that we are using two popular algorithms, music and eSplit. The music is nothing but multiple signal classification algorithm. So by that we can easily measure the signal arriving at which direction. And the next thing is estimation of signal parameters via rotational invariance techniques. So through this algorithm also we can easily see here it providing the rotational invariant technique. That means So for example, if you are using omnidirectional antenna, it will directing in which direction the signal is receiving. So for example, the user may be at that towards the 180 degree, means we need to direct the signal to 180 degree. So this is the direction of arrival estimation. And the next thing is why we are using the smart antennas. So these are the modern application we have, especially in that 5G and 6G networks. We are using the MIMO antenna system. There we are using the smart antennas. And second application is satellite communication. Here we are tracking and moving the satellites and also the ground stations. And the third thing is radar. It is very important now. By that only that weather prediction systems they are using. So here we are using for electronic scanning for aviation and defense. And finally the Wi-Fi 6 and 7. By that we are using the high-speed networking in both home and office. So this is this MIMO system. See here how much beam forming they are forming here, how much antennas they are using. MIMO, that means multiple input, multiple output networks. So through that only we can achieve the high speed networks. Thank you.